Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope everyone is doing well. I have got to tell you guys, this little book that we have started on is going to just, it is going to make me a crazy, crazy lady. I'm just telling you that right now. It is going to make me a crazy lady. And I have to tell you, I'm not going to be able to do it in the means of no inks and no things like that. I just can't, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just not me. So I have to ink something. So I had to ink around this. I just had to. And I have to use my playthings. Now it won't be the big stuff, but I had to use some things. And right now you're seeing me measure around this little card that I have in my stash, because I want to make this. I am measuring around this because I'm going to inset this in here. And this is take 2 of this video, by the way, because this table is such a freaking disaster area. I will show you some of the things I already did in take 1. Okay. So while I'm cutting this out, how is everybody? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're having a chance to create this little journal in your own way. And I hope you're decorating it. And I hope you had an opportunity to watch the video that I tagged for you. And I found another one that I'm going to tag for you also, to kind of give you some more ideas. Totally in a different style than what the first one was, but similar, because she watched that video also. So, but that's not her style. So she did a little bit different decorating style. Now, I can't find her original video where she created the book. So I did ask her where that is. Now, I have not heard back from her yet. Okay, I cannot get through that corner for some reason. But I did find all the other videos, where she creates the decorations for them. So I will tag her. You may follow, it's Crafty Cat, and you may follow Crafty Cat, but I will tag her channel for you. I love watching her. She's so creative. So many creative ladies out there on YouTube. Alrighty. This corner is the one I'm missing. And I'm sorry, I know you're going to hear PJ and Baxter. We've got people, our weather has finally, it's stopped raining here. So people are out starting to walk their dogs. And the chippies are out running around the yard again today. So they're barking at the chippies, and we have a blue jay that's eating right by the front porch. And you'd think they'd be used to this big old blue jay, but every time he comes to nibble on his peanut butter balls, if PJ sees him, he just gets all wound up. Oh, come on. There we go. And my son just sent me a picture of my grandson. Oh my gosh, this little guy just can't get any cuter. They're out for their morning walk. And he has a little storybook that he, let's see see if I can cut that by the indention. How much you want to make a bet that I cut it crooked? That he likes to play with. It's got the little crinklies in it. And my husband calls it his map book. So he can keep his daddy on the straight. Straight and narrow, he says. And my son said, that's pretty funny since he always looks at it upside down. I said, well, you know, he's got to learn eventually. Okay, so I've got that cut out. Now I'm going to glue it down. So let's see if we can get this glued down. Maybe, maybe not. I am telling you what, this table, oh my gosh, you guys, it is just a flippin' mess. I can't find things. I know I shouldn't be doing that. But what I should be doing and what I am doing are like 500 different things. I have a straight pin sitting here someplace because I keep forgetting to put the top on my glue. Here it is. And then it gets a little too dry. There we go. All right, now, let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think I missed a spot over here. Right here. Oh, come on, you silly thing. There we go. Now everybody's got some glue. Now, let's see. It's going to go in the thing that way. So I think behind it, I should have done this before I put that on there. It's been a whole lot easier. Been a whole lot easier. Now, if you don't have oxide or inks, just don't worry about it. Don't do it. This is me. And like I just told you a minute ago, okay, this is going to go inside, so I don't need to do that. And I can wipe this off. That's going to go inside. That's going to go inside. This is not, but I want to cover this. See, I want to cover this, but I want to make sure when I cover it, well, that's not even glued down. Well, isn't that a kick in the pants? Huh. Well, that's more than a kick in the pants. Well, that'll be easy to cover, won't it? Okay, so that's going to go in Oh, that's the one I had, but that's the exact same one, and it's not glued down. Well, that's funny, isn't it? Well, I guess it's not funny. It'd be kind of irritating if I tried to use it and it wasn't glued down. Now, I do have these butterflies that I want to put on there. And since I'm using up here, and it's most likely going to go, I have been told, and you guys correct me if I am wrong, that this VersaFine right here will stamp on this. So, I guess I got too much on here. So I want to see if it will. All right, but I want to make sure that my stamp is cleared off. So since this little journal is becoming kind of an experiment journal, that is what we are going to find out. Is will this stamp on plastic? So let's find out. Well, how about that? So I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. I'm not going to touch it or, you know, do any of that stuff I normally do. But I am going to wipe my stamp off. Huh, that is quite interesting. Now, I didn't get the top of that butterfly very well, but it looks like when I use those, I am going to have to use my ink cleaner on them. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, since I used that, I'm going to use it, I think, on this envelope, maybe up here on this part. That is very interesting. Okay, so in here, that's where they'll be. I want to make sure I get this lined up. So let me get my little pokey tool. It's all sitting here on the table behind me, so I can line this up where I want it. Now this hole is basically the same size as my card, so everything should fit. But I think behind this, I want to put a piece of this paper. Let's see if this is too busy. Let's see if this is a little too busy. Maybe, whoops, I'm sorry. Maybe this side I think will be better. Yeah, not much of it's going to show, I don't think. Just a little smidgen. Okay. So I think I want to take on the inside of this piece and cover it with this piece. I don't think I have any scraps of it. All Alright, so let's mark it off. I want to be careful I don't smudge out my butterflies. Now, I don't think I need to take it all the way. I just need... I never did find my paper cutter, did I? I just need it to be on the inside. Alright, I'm just trimming my paper down a little bit because it's just too big. I don't need it all the way out to the corner or to the roughly edges. Yeah, I only need it here on the inside. I only need it on the inside here. So let's go on and glue that onto the inside. And I'm not going to see much of it. I'm just going to see the edges of it. But it'll at least give me the edges of it. Okay. Okay, now I can trim off the top after I get my little card centered. So here's my little card. Now, I'm going to put my glue on the back of my card. And I'm going to center it the best I can center it here. And then I'm just going to lift this side up and fold it over. Okay, now I've got my card glued down. Now I can trim it. And then I can glue this down to this. Now, you can see around the card, you can see just a little bit of that paper. It's got musical print on it, and it's got a couple of other prints on it. And my butterflies did come off just a little bit on my mat, but that's all right. My mat's going to get a bath anyhow. Now, I do think I'm going to stamp on this just a little bit because it looks just a little naked without it. So I think I'm going to use maybe just a little bit. There. That looks better. That looks better. I like that better. Okay. Now, the envelope, that looks better. So there's the little card. And this is the part that's going to get, well, the back is what will get glued down. Okay, so I need to get this stuck down. Oh, did I forget to put glue across the bottom? Apparently I did. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so I'm going to put that up there to dry. Now, on this envelope here, it's already open. So I can cover the inside of it. And I don't want to cover all the way down. Because I really don't know at this point how I'm going to put it in here. So I need to play with the book. Now, this is not your ordinary envelope going into a book. Okay, so far I've added this onto a flip. I've added this little doily. And I can put something in here. Like I can put this little card in here, to decorate. Like that. There's that little pocket we added. I added this little coin pocket. I think you saw me add that yesterday. I added this little envelope, which I put a pocket on the front. Now, I haven't added anything on the back of it yet, but I think I will. And I think I need to check this one. Yeah, it's okay. I think I'm going to decorate this part and put something here after I've decorated it. That coordinates with it. And then, oh, that didn't stick down. So I need to re-glue that. So it appears that my glue stick is not sticking very well on this paper. So I need to be aware of that. I think the paper is just soaking it up. Okay. Now this one, it was so heavy that I actually put it inside there. So I can put something else on the outside. Okay. So my envelope that I'm working on now, I think I want to put up here with my card. So my card will go here, and then the envelope will go behind it like that. So I'm thinking do I want the envelope that way or do I want it this way? I think I want it this way, like this. So I can put paper on the back of this and then decorate the front. I can decorate the front, and then on the inside here, you know, just put paper down far enough that you can see it and do something here. Or I can bring this to one of my full pages because there are just a few full pages in here. I didn't leave a lot. There's one back here in the back, this one, that I can wrap this around and have this envelope here and have it flip. I could do that. Or I could put it on this page, on the back of those. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to put it back here. Maybe put this envelope back here. Or maybe I want to save this for a bigger envelope. I think I want to save it. Okay, so let's go on and decorate this. So let's use the same paper for this that we used with the card. So in here, let's put that in our scrap so I don't lose it. So in here, whoops, on the front of this envelope, I want to be able to use these birds. So let's make sure we have enough room for the birds. So let's go on and cut out for the birds. Okay, so that's going to go there. And that can go across like that. Okay, that's going to be the front of the envelope. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So, since I can't find my paper cutter, I've got to cut this. I know it's around here someplace. No idea where, but I know it's here someplace. All right, so this will be the front, as in this side, right there. So let's go on and get this glued on. You know what? Let's do this a little quicker. Here we go. Okay, so there's that piece right there. Now I'll trim as I need to trim. And I do need to trim over here. And I need to trim just a smidgen over here. Okay. And I think I need to do this edge right here. Okay. So that's ready. Perfect. Now, on the inside, I only need to go down about halfway, and that will take care of, that'll take care of what we need to take care of on the inside. So I don't know that I want to use this decorative paper on the inside. I think I'm going to use book page on the inside. And I just happen to have a bazillion book pages here on my desk. So, perfect. So, let's go on and tear this off. And let's get this book page in there. Because you're really not going to see that much of it. All you're going to see is just a smidgen of it. There we go. Because whatever's in there is going to hide it. You need to be in the middle. There we go. So now when that comes up, all you'll see is book page. And I'm going to use my dauber over top of that in a minute. Now, this part I do want to cover. Now, let's see if I have enough. And it looks like I do. So let's put, is there enough of this one? There is. So let's go on and glue. And since I'm not going to be using the, the other side of it, we can go on. And I'm just making sure I have plenty of glue on here. I want the plain side to show. Not this side. I want that side to show. Do I have enough to go this way? Oh, I do. So oh, wait. Almost did it the wrong way. Well, maybe we do want that side to show. All right, let's line it up straight. Okay. There we go. Now, let's trim this off. Now, I'm not using my scissors. I'm just using my little knife here. Okay. Okay. So there's that. Poor bird, I cut off its head. Now, for this part here, I can either put this piece back on because it's going to fit perfect and bring my bird back, which I think I probably will. And then all I have to do is trim the back piece. Okay, and then to trim it, you fold it and you just trim it. Yeah, you probably will have some trimming to do on your edges, like I do, and I do across the bottom. And you've got to make sure that you have this in the middle, okay? Because you need that space for your top to open. Okay. Now take your bone folder and just go over everything. Make sure it's laying down flat. Like looks like I missed some glue right here on the corner. But I need to trim it in here. Okay, now I'm not going to put anything right there. If I want to put something there, it would most likely be some more book page or some more of this page. Now I'm going to glue this shut, and when I put my glue down, it's going to be on this side. Now, what can we put in here? You're asking yourself. Well, you can put anything in here you want. You can put, a little secret letter. You can put some, the little playing cards that you alter. You can put little pieces of ephemera that you make. You can write yourself a little secret note. If you're making this for somebody else, you can write them a little secret note if you want and drop it in there. So many things that you can do with one of these little envelopes. They're not usually my favorite thing to put in a regular journal. Just for that reason, I can't usually think of anything to put in them. There. Okay, so now I've got that inked. I should have inked this spot first. Silly woman. Okay, they do take time to dry though. Okay. Now let's get them in our book. Okay. Let's get it in our book. Okay, so our card is going to go up here on top. It's going to go on the top. Come on. Come on, you were just doing your thing. Now, your little pages like this, they do not have to be as wide as mine. They can be more narrow. If that is what you choose, they can be more narrow. Mine are this wide because of my pages. So that is totally up to you. Okay, I think I'm going to put mine, come on, lay down here, my envelope back here on this little flip. Oh, I need to fill my bottle. Like that. And then on the back of this, I'm going to decorate this. I'm going to take a piece of this paper and I'm going to put it like that. Okay, I do need my paper cutter. Where the heck is it? This is just out of hand. There. Let's see. I think I want it that way, though. No, that's got the butterfly on it. I think I want it like that. Okay, like that. And then on this piece back here, I think I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to use this side. And I'm just measuring it the width of my ruler because that's the width that I tore my pages. And I'm making sure that I have it glued in all the way. There. Just like that. Okay. So here's what I have done. I have my envelope here, and I have my card up here. And I've stamped with my VersaFine, and it's called Pinecone. And it is taking a while to dry. Now, it dried very well on the paper. It's almost dry on the plastic that I used. So there we go. So I'll give you a quick little flip through here. So we've got this. I've got this envelope here that I haven't decorated. I'll get there. I've got that little doily. I've got this little pocket. I've got this little ad replica. I've got my 6 little pockets here. I've got my double pocket here that I'll put some tags in. These are cut from a canvas that I had painted. It's a mixed media canvas, and these are cut from that. I took the canvas apart. These are now pockets. I can show you. I made these into pockets just from some scraps. That's an envelope scrap, and that's a scrap from a book page. So they're little pockets. This is a pocket. I cut this out of a book that I had, and this is a postcard that I cut from a. It's just a replica, but it was cut from a piece of cardstock, and so now I have a pocket there, and then that's the back of the book. So I still have all of these, plus some of them up here that I can put things in before we do the rest of the book. So this has been fun. It is definitely interesting to come up with things that fit on those and not tear my book. This is going to be one of the things that I add. This is a napkin that I added to some Mamagami paper that I made. And real quick, I'll probably just add it right in here. Now, to make this stick, I have to use my tacky glue on it. Now, it's a really thin paper. But I think I'll go on and add it while I'm here. This was fun to make. It was, oh my gosh, it was so messy. I made it, it's been a long time ago since I made it. But it sure was fun. There, so now I have that. That sure was fun to do. Okay, so there's that. Alrighty. So I just have a few tags I need to make to fill up all of these pockets and things like that that I've made. And I have a few other things that I want to add to my book that aren't pockets. I just have to get them. I have these little things that are tags that I want to decorate and add to some of the pages. I might add it to her. I might add one back here. I have 2 of these that I want to decorate. These are just from old file folders. And I just want to do that. And I was thinking of decorating another one of these. I've only ever decorated one of these once in my entire life. So I was thinking I might decorate another one of these. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And I have these 2 little coins that I created that I'm probably going to add someplace like this. And they represent my state. This represents Falling Waters, which is near Pittsburgh. It's a landmark. If you've never been and you visit my state, I highly recommend that you go. It is a very nice place to visit. And this is our state flower. It's the mountain laurel. And it's a lovely flower. It only blooms during a certain time of the year, but it is a very pretty flower. So that's a nice flower too. If you get the chance to see it, it's a nice flower to see. But a lot of people aren't here during the time that it blooms. So I want to thank you for joining me today and having some fun and decorating our books. And hopefully you'll have an opportunity to create like I have been and having some fun and playing around. And I hope that you come back and join me again the next time I play in my little jumping out of my safety wall, because that's exactly what I've been doing. And I'm going to continue doing that, making this look like I've been sewing on it. So I hope you join me again, and I hope you come back, and I hope you have some fun. So until I see you again in my next Ladybug Journal video, ta-ta for now.